In this Lite versus Sendinblue comparison video, we're going to look at both these low-cost email marketing service providers to see which one is right for you. If you like these videos, also make sure to hit that like button. Stay tuned. What's up everybody, it's David. Good morning from beautiful Ho Chi Minh City. So I just got my morning banh mi, which is basically beef and eggs, which is what I eat every day here for breakfast. Anyways, let's jump into the video and talk about email marketing. So email marketing is how you turn a blog into a business or a YouTube channel into a business. It's one of those skills that most newbies don't know how to do and don't want to jump into right away. Sort of like creating YouTube videos, for example. Like when I talk to people, they always want to I just want to create my content, I want to be anonymous, and I want to have this website that earns money. And that can work. There's definitely niches that you can do that, but you really should learn how to be a little bit more flexible with creating different types of content, including email lists, including videos. And when it comes to email marketing, it's definitely something that you need to look into and definitely something that you want to learn how to do. And you have a lot of different options with a lot of different companies, ranging from MailChimp, Aweber, ConvertKit, Sendinblue, Lite, all these different options. And we're going to be taking a look at Sendinblue and Lite as in this comparison video, just because those are the two most affordable solutions for most people starting out for niche websites, and they are a little bit different. So we're going to take a look at the different plans and what they're like on the back end when you're actually in the process of creating emails, and what I like about both and what I don't like about both, and to help you make a purchase decision. So if you're ready, let's get into the comparison right now. Welcome to my laptop. Let's begin. So if you enjoy these types of videos, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back and relax. Now, Sendinblue is one of the most unique email marketing service providers I've personally seen, because all their plans are based on emails per day that you can send, whereas all other providers, they go by list size. So which is better in a nutshell? If you're going to be sending emails on a weekly basis, like 3 emails, 4 emails a week, then you're going to want to go with something like Lite, because that will be the cheaper option long term, because you can send unlimited emails per month. So with their look at that, $10. Are you kidding me? I could pay, you could have a list of 800 people paying $10 a month and send unlimited emails with all the features Lite provides for $10. That's ridiculously cheap. And so that's why I love both Sendinblue and Lite, because they're such a nice, cheap, affordable option for people who don't want something that has a lot more advanced features like ConvertKit, which I personally love ConvertKit. But if you don't have digital products to sell and you're not creating funnels, ConvertKit is just overkill for your needs. So with Sendinblue, we have these different plans, and I love this because look at that, 300 emails a day. Now 300 people, you think that's a small list size, and yes, absolutely that's a small list size. You could grow to 300 emails a day, a list size, in a month if you have decent traffic and decent conversion, if not more. I mean, once you have a larger website, it's not uncommon to be getting 50 signups a day. Now with 300 emails a day, that limits your list size to 300 people, but it's 300 emails a day. So if you have a list of 250 people, you can send that list emails every single day. You can send email your list every single day because it goes by the list. Or like this with 40,000 emails a month. So for example, you could have a list size of 10,000 people. 10,000. You could have a list size of 10,000 people and send that list 1 email a week. It'd be totally fine. You'd be paying 19 euros a month, which is about $22. So that's something that you got to really take into consideration. That's really the biggest difference between the two, more than anything else, because it's with a list size of if I had 10,000 people, I can send that list 1 email a week, which is about what you'd want to do. And so well, if I had a list size of 40,000 people, man, you could not, we'll just type that in, any service provider, no matter, not even just Lite, but if I had 40,000 people, that'd be $180 a month. But their plan is structured so you can send unlimited emails. So that's why you got to take this into consideration. And that's why, again, I recommend both these. You have to check it out and make a decision on which one's better for you. I personally would go with Lite because I like having that flexibility to email my list 3 times a week or so instead of autoresponders. And so that's basically the main difference with the pricing structures and the different plans. And they're both great. They're just different. They're genuinely just different. And you have a lot of built-in features. So it's like with the marketing, it's mobile friendly, email template library, email personalization, A/B testing. With MailerLite, you get a lot more different things like drag and drop editor, rich text editor, built-in photo editing, file manager, etc. So that's it for the pricing in the email. Now let's just take a quick look at the actual back end of both of these. And I have to say that like MailerLite is the clear winner because I really like what they provide with their account. Like their $10 account, you get so much. You get campaigns, subscribers, forms, and automation. What? That is awesome. So it's like, let's just take a quick look at their forms. So you can create your first pop-up here, you can create landing pages, you can create embed forms and promotions. So say if like you're a YouTuber and you don't have a website and you just want to like start collecting emails, you can just sign up with MailerLite and start creating forms and have a landing page provided by MailerLite. So it's like, we'll just create a landing page and we'll just call this, I don't know, YouTube description. You know, we'll just say that. We'll say like, okay, this is gonna be my landing page for any of my YouTube videos if I want, just theoretically. Okay, and then save and continue. Okay, so we'll do that. All right, save and continue. And now we can choose our different templates, and there you go. So this is something that's really helpful about MailerLite. So if you have a website, no problem. You can send it to your specific form. Or if you don't even have a website, like we can just preview this. All right, so this would be technically like we could start adding and adjusting this template with ease. And you could also link to this into your video description, for example, for YouTube, even if you don't have a website. But we'll just click on use this template. We'll jump in and we get the drag and drop editor to start making this form into what we want. All right, so here we go. We have different blocks, designs. We have sign up form, hero. We just got all these drag and drop boxes. Very nice. We can just start adding things that we want with very ease. Create another sign up form there. You know, and then it's just like drag and drop. We have a specific code that we want, social share buttons. And also, like if this is an email opt-in form, we can just get rid of all this stuff. Like, I don't want any of this. Like, I just want one form. We'll just delete all this. Delete, 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 and get rid of all this stuff because, you know, if like I'm driving traffic from like a YouTube description, I just want them to hit a page and have them give them no other option other than to subscribe or leave. And then you could just adjust this form as you want. So let's just go back, discard. And you get that with MailerLite with the free plan, $10. You could do that with your list and grow a nice list up to 1,000 people. Let's go back again. All right, so that's one really cool thing about MailerLite. And we also have embed forms. We can create nice looking embedded forms into our website. So like, you know, you want to put a form in your sidebar, you want to create a custom sign up page on your own website. You want to put a sign up button on the bottom of all your pages on your website, whatever your blog. Here you go. This is where you can just quickly and easily create an embed form. And then last is we have promotions where it's like create your promotion pop-up, and that's it. And then last, really helpful, is automation. With your account, you get automation, which is obviously one of the most important things that an email list provider needs to give, because the thing that you want to do with email is like you want to have an autoresponder. Like I recommend when you start your email list, sit down and write 4 to 7 emails, even if not like 4 to 7 emails roughly, that send out every day. And then after that, be sending 3 emails a week for like 1, 2, 3 months. And then after that, just be sending like weekly or bi-weekly broadcast emails. That's what you kind of like want to do. It takes a lot of work, but that's how you can like really build a relationship and also just make money from your email list. And so, you know, automatically send personalized emails to subscribers to improve sales, to educate customers, and more. So let's just check it out, what we get with automation with MailerLite. So set up workflow trigger. Okay, so workflow trigger, and then when a subscriber joins a group, the anniversary date, exact match date, when a subscriber clicks a link, update field. So for example, when a subscriber joins a group, and We'll say like when a subscriber joins our list, okay, and we'll click on save. So when a subscriber joins a group, so like when a subscriber joins our list, Website Creative Pro, what happens? They get an email. Like, okay, and then define email content, and then we click in there. Okay, and then it's like, okay, and then it's like we can create the subject, email, and then we can design our email, and there you go. It's like that simple. And I love how MailerLite has this visual look to it, and it's just really simple, counterintuitive, beautiful, and it just works. So now let's take a quick look at Sendinblue, and unfortunately I find Sendinblue to be just a little bit clunky, to be honest with you. Okay, like if you really like Sendinblue, I mean, you know, I apologize, I guess, because I don't want to get a lot of hate from people, but personally, like Sendinblue, I found it like I'm currently in Vietnam, and I'm just creating an account, and I have like another account that I've used before in the United States with Sendinblue. I'm just like going through the process of trying to create an account from here in Vietnam, and I find it to be kind of a headache because I created an account and then I tried to verify my phone number, and then my phone number didn't verify, and I had to email support being like, hey, like I'm not getting the code to verify my email so I can start doing stuff. So anyways, so far I haven't been able to verify this new account that I just set up. Your account hasn't been validated yet, so you have to validate based on your phone. So like when you sign up, you get a code, and like if you don't get the code, then it's kind of a headache because like you have to go through the support channels to verify your account. Though I will say that Sendinblue has been very, very responsive to all email inquiries. They've been responding to me within 12 hours. I'm actually very impressed by the support. So let's just like with email campaigns, very simple. They have email campaigns over here, templates. And templates are the same way. So as I create my first SMPT template, just waiting for Sendinblue to load. And this is what I mean, like it's just a little bit clunky. Like I'm trying, I can demonstrate to you in real time. So it's like it's not loading. All right, so here we go. So if we want to start our campaign, we can create a template, subject line, from what email, from name. So obviously I want to change to my actual name. And then we can go here to design to be created. Okay, so template name, say 1, 2, 3, subject line. We'll just say hello. All right, and show advanced options. Okay, so we can customize the reply to email address, which I really like this. I like these a little bit more advanced features. So for example, like you have to have an email link to your account, obviously, but here I like that you can customize the reply to email address because like if I'm sending emails from email@Website Creative Pro, I want people to be able to reply, and then it gets sent to like something like hello@Website Creative Pro or team@Website Creative Pro instead of just being sent to the email that I'm using with the account, if that makes sense. And we can add different tags and add attachments as we want. All right, so let me just go to design, next step. Enter a template. Please enter valid template content. All right, so now we can go to the drag and drop editor. Sorry guys. Again, this takes a long time to load. All right, so here's the drag and drop editor for Sendinblue. It's still loading. I like Sendinblue, but this is like what I don't like. This is just slow and just slow. All right, finally. So the drag and drop editor is okay. This is the branding that you get at the bottom of every email that you send. And then you can adjust quickly and easily the email template. So what I would recommend for when you send emails, like honestly guys, like take a look at your own email for a list that you've signed up for and look at how people have designed the email. Like what you want is just text. You really just want to keep it text, keep it simple. People like to open simple looking emails. It really matters about like the things that you want to pay attention to are your subject line. So things that you want to pay attention to, like you have your subject line in your emails, and then like maybe an emoji to get people to attention and grab, and then you want to use like an email like from your actual name. So for example, like my website is obviously Website Creative Pro, but I wouldn't want to send like, hey, you got an email from Website Creative Pro. No, I'd rather send it from David or David Yuki or David at WCP or whatever, like, so you know who it's from, not like no reply, not like no reply at Website Creative Pro, something like that. Okay, so here's the drag and drop editor. So very, it's intuitive, so we can just delete various things and then we just drag and drop as what we want in. So I want like a text there, and I don't want any images there, and I don't want this image there, and I want to move this title up, so we can just get rid of that. And so now we just can drag and drop anything that we want into our footer. So let me just quickly look for all right, so sorry, put the header right up there, and then we can add our links there, add an image as we want, and then we have text box there, space, sort of like Elementor, we can just add space and separate things a little bit more as you want. And then we have our ability to write our email, write our email here. We can change the background color to what we want. Obviously, I would definitely consider leaving it white. I wouldn't change that to any sort of color. We can, add our company name, add our social media links. I personally, again, like for me, I keep emails simple. Like, hey guys, it's Dave, and then have hyperlinks to various products, affiliates, new videos, content, that sort of thing. And then you want to keep this at the bottom. You're seeing this email because you're registered to this email list. You need to include that, as well as Sendinblue. And then once you have everything saved, you can click the save button, send a test email. So that's really helpful too, because you're going to want to send a test email because you want to see how your email looks, like, so you can make changes and adjust it. And that's how you want to get started. All right, so let me just back out of this. Let me just back out of this. Just go back. All right, and now we have other things right here. We have statistics, which is very helpful, obviously, because you can see how your campaign is doing. So you can have open rate, click-through rate, unsubscribe rate, and then you have your list of email campaigns at the bottom there, where you have like the name of the email campaign that you sent out, which is basically what was the title of the email that you sent out, how many people received it, how many people opened it, how many people clicked it, how many people unsubscribed, and just that basic information to get going. And that is basically it for Sendinblue. So that's really like just a quick high-level overview of the differences between MailerLite and Sendinblue. I personally, from a user experience perspective, I obviously am much more liking MailerLite because I find it just more quick and intuitive and easier to use. I find the onboarding process to be just a little bit more difficult for Sendinblue. But again, that pricing structure is really nice. So it's like, yeah, okay, it's maybe it could be a little bit of a headache getting set up, but Sendinblue is really helpful and supportive, and their support team has been absolutely excellent in my opinion. And yeah, if you want to really get set up with Sendinblue, you can go walk through the process. But I think like MailerLite, obviously, it's particularly for new bloggers, new YouTubers, new content creators, probably the better option to go for, particularly if you want to grow an email list and send emails like 3-4 times a week. But again, like that 40,000 emails a month, like that's like $22 a month, and you can have a list of 10,000 people and send an email a week. That's so cheap. That is so cheap. Even the free plan, 300 emails a day. You can have a list of 300 people, 200 people, send an email every day. But MailerLite though, like you got that free plan right here. It's just gotten 0. It's the free plan, 12,000 emails per month. That's if you have 1,000 people, that's 3 emails per week. That's really nice too. Features are limited, but again, their next plan is $10. It's like so cheap. All right, guys. So anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. That's it for this video comparing MailerLite and Sendinblue. So as I said earlier, I think like Sendinblue is the better option if you're going to be sending emails very casually, like once a month, once every 2 weeks, even like once a week. Probably better with Sendinblue. But if you're going to be wanting to send more emails than that, 2-3 times a week, which for most people that's probably the case, you're going to want to go with MailerLite. Anyways, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Really helps the channel. And I'll see you next video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.